Gemini, I've got my eye on you like a tiger, like a Leo or an Aquarian, and I've got my eye on you, young man. It could be a parent that is constantly keeping their eye or stalking the shit out of their son or daughter or their person, and I'm just keeping an eye on you, constantly watching you. And I'm watching you and watching you, and Natalie and Alchemy, but I'm watching you and watching you and watching you like a close eye on a hawk or Hawkwind. Some of you could be listening to Hawkwind. Well, that's an old band, right? Hawkwind, or you're interested in birds or hawks, or Ethan, Hawk, or Ethan, or Stephen, or Stefan, or Stephen, or Stephanie, Stephanie. But anyway, so you're right, Gemini. Don't forget you can watch this as a Capricorn or a Life Path 6 also, because I deal in numerology, and the Devil and the Lovers are both major arcana 6s. So you can watch those. How you doing? John, if you're watching, lovely voice, mate. Please bring out more vocal stuff for JDS Tarot. I hope he comes back at some point. But anyway, if you're out there, John, hello. So let's see. Gemini. Anything that Gemini should be aware of in their environment before we do your tarot, Gemini? What should Gemini be aware of in their environment, please? So you have got, he's depressed. Oh, that's nice. Keeping it to himself. Okay, so there could be a female energy that just thinks that this guy's depressed and they're just keeping it to themselves, and I'm just going to stay out my way, not going to bother with you, okay, because it's too confusing. You always make me kind of put my head in my hands thinking, what the fuck, Dave? Like, I really can't be doing with this anymore. Some of you could be suffering through depression, but if I'm honest, by someone that also suffers through ADHD myself, it's people that make me depressed. Sorry, Gemini, but it is. Right? When I'm on my own, I'm okay. I don't have anybody to deal with. The moment I have to deal with someone, it makes me like, oh, it makes me do that, Dave, is what it does. It's like, oh my God, really? Do I have to keep putting up with this shit? You are so depressing. You're so argumentative, like you're always fucking blaming, right? So it can be something like that, like he's depressed, because I'm hearing this like, oh, leave him alone, he's depressed. Right? So, like, I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So let's see, Gemini. What's going on with Gemini, please? They should be aware of. So if you're a guy, Gemini, out there, okay, and you've got anybody in your life, they think that you're depressed, Gemini. Okay. So let's see. Let's see, Gemini. What's going on with Gemini, please, that they should be aware of for June? So you've got two-faced people, really. Could be a Gemini. Mood swings. Someone's always moody. I told you, I'll just leave them. They're depressed. Leave them on their own then. If they want to be on their own, then leave them. Okay. Them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Okay, but, oh, they're depressed. Just leave them. Okay. So, okay. Someone could actually be talking to your partner about it. Okay. Oh, yeah. What are they doing anyway? Oh, yeah, they're depressed, aren't they? Oh, are they? So, oh, okay, I can really hear someone talking about someone else here. Okay, yeah, they're depressed, yeah. What's going on with your relationship anyway? Well, what are they doing? Well, they're at home, depressed, in their room, not really doing anything. Oh, really? What a thing? What, Steve? Yeah, no, he's depressed, he's got ADHD, let's just leave him on his own. Sorry, yeah. This sound like I've got Gemini 3 times Gemini, so I know what it's like. Also, I have a Gemini mother. So... Woo! Well, cusper of Cancerian, I think. Let's see. Or would it be Taurus? Don't know. It's on the cusp anyway. The longest day, the 21st. Let's see. So, Gemini, what should they be aware of in their environment? Well, someone that thinks you're depressed is to be aware of that someone is involving themselves in someone else's relationship, or, well, someone else's life, basically. I'm going to stick my nose right in your life and actually say to everybody else that they're depressed and leave them alone. So, forgotten memories, getting pulled out or called out? Or getting bowled out? Looks like a bowl, doesn't it? Here, or bowel cancer. Oh, okay. That actually came up in one of the Divine Feminine readings, where I was channeling for a little while, and I said bowel cancer. So I don't know what that is. There could be like, I've just found out some bad news and blah, 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 and it's now actually making me depressed because I've found out some bad news. Okay. And it's making someone... Okay, man, how do I do this without being honest? I don't think I can. Okay, so if you've got ADHD or anything like that, right, your mother or someone's blaming you for having it. I get it all the time. I had it yesterday by a Gemini. Sorry, Gemini. Like I said, I have got it 3 times, so don't panic. Right, but I had it yesterday. Someone that said something extremely fucking nasty to me. Yeah, so it's basically because he's mentally ill, because you just leave him on his own. We don't understand mental illness, so we're just going to bully the person to make them worse. And then we're going to talk to people and show everybody else about their depression and they're depressed and all that. So that kind of thing is going on for some of you. It could be a parent. Okay, forgotten memories was basically just like, why did you forget to do that? Well, because I have ADD. Yeah, so you can't even do these simple tasks and you forgot. Memories can be like you forgot to do something, right? I asked you to do something and you forgot to do it. So now I'm going to leave you alone because I've got moody, maybe Sagittarius or Taurus or life path 5 energy, maybe, because I'm picking up a 5. I'm getting moody. I haven't got a temper. I've got a bad temper and I can't control it. I don't have any patience for people that are mentally ill. Okay, I want it doing now and you don't ever do it. Why can you never remember to do it? Because they have ADHD, more than likely, or depression. So this is a mental illness. These are people that are bullying someone that has mental illness. How do you feel? Or how does the person feel? Do they give a shit? Yeah. Telling you this, why this memories is coming up, is because it's forgetting to do things because of this mental illness here. Someone has a mental illness. Someone is blaming the other person for having a mental illness because they forget to do things, because they can't focus on other people's shit. They can only focus on their own, you see. This person's looking down thinking, why do I have to keep focusing on everyone else when all I can really do is muster up the memories in order to just remember what I'm doing. That's what all I can really do with depression. Well, it could be mental illness, but I have mental illness. I'm finding it very difficult to cope. The last thing I need is someone fucking having a go at me because of it. Why did you not remember to do this? Why did you not remember to do that? Why can't you do these plain, simple tasks that I'm getting you to do? Why can't you do it your fucking self, Felicia? Because you're supposed to do it. You're a man. I rest my case. I'm also sticking up for men if they're here. Okay, so let's see. Now, if this does not relate to you at all, it doesn't relate to you at all. Okay, but because we're still coming out with your cards, yeah. But this is in your environment, meaning it can be your love life, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your actual relationship. Okay, but there's blaming for mental illness here, for not being able to remember to do things. But someone with ADD can't because they have attention deficit disorder. Deficit also means that there are certain things in the body that they are short of that doesn't work, which is dopamine. Okay, so they are deficit in dopamine. Dopamine is also adrenaline. Okay, gets the body going, gets everybody going. Let's get going, right? But they will think of themselves when they're in that state of like, look, I just really want to get. Oh, you actually want to get things going now. Yeah, I've got my energy back now. I've got myself back together now. Oh well, you're fucking in and out like a yo-yo, ain't you? You're here 1 minute, you're there next minute. You're walking away from me 1 minute. You're walking out on me the next minute. You're splitting up with me 1 minute. You're splitting up me with the next. Why can't you seem to do and function as a normal person? Because I have fucking mental illness, Dave. Welcome to Steve's life. Everybody blames the person that's mentally ill. Like I said, go to a mentally, like a mentally handicapped child. Go to a child very young that's in a wheelchair that also has a disease or mental illness, and sit there wagging your finger at him. Go on. How does that make people feel? See, Gemini. Ooh, it's coming out in the reading, Gemini. Is it there, or am I going to get the blame for that as well? Let's see, Gemini, what's going on with Gemini and their environment, please. So, seduced. So you got seducer. Okay, so what is that then? Because that isn't really making any sense here, Libra. The sense that makes none. Seduced. I'm going to seduce you when you least expect it. This could be someone that's trying to get someone out of this and saying, look, you know, the situation that you're in is really not very good. You really should not be with them. Them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. You really should not be with that person. They do nothing but blame and ever go at you and make you feel shit. So I'm going to put myself here as a person that you can get out of this with. This could be another soulmate energy, trying to get someone out of a very awkward, difficult, controlling circumstance. This can be, well, you know, I wouldn't do that to you. Here. Can be, because it's strange that seduced is there. Okay, now if you're coming from the Capricorn, okay, reading, which is also 6, and then the reading that would have come out just before this one, okay, that is Leo. So if you've got Leo or Aquarian in one's chart, that same energy of Justin came in reverse, actually came in reverse, which means that there could have been an affair or could be an affair. So if you're down that story, please don't shout and scream in the comments. Yeah, well, you can't, because I've cut you all off. But, like, you know, just be aware that I can't always see all of your stories all immediately, okay? Unless you're just a complete narc that just loves to keep hitting that dislike thing, which really doesn't make any difference at all. So any of you decent people out there, please make sure that you smash that like button, and let's deter all of these bad people out there that lose their mind, okay? So please smash that like button, subscribe and hit the bell, okay? You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ring, ring. Ring-a-ding-a-ding. Let's see. Gemini, what's coming up for Gemini, please? They should be aware of in their environment. There you go. So that is exactly the same card that came up in the last reading. So I only started these in the Leo reading. I didn't do it in Pisces or Gemini, Capricorn, because that was the other day. Didn't think about doing it, but I thought, let's do it in Leo for some reason. Same card come up in Leo or Aquarian reading. And it was to do with around an affair, trying to get out of something that's very difficult, very awkward. Blame game, shouting, screaming, environmental energy here. Okay. And someone from the past, that can also be forgotten memories of someone of the past. This can be like losing my temper. This could be because of mental illness, but I don't know, it could be a payback game kind of energy here, but doing better without your ass. So now no longer do I have to deal with this crap and this shit in my life. Now we're separated, now we're divorced, now we've gone our own way. I don't have to deal with this. Or if there's been a mood swing and a temper tantrum of someone that just basically, I don't know, yesterday could have basically fucking had a go at someone for having mental illness, anything like that, okay, where there was an argument or is about to be an argument, you don't no longer have to put up with that person because you probably said fuck you, okay? So there you go, Gemini or Capricorn or Life Path 6, if they relate to you, okay? Now, I'll keep those there just in case things come up and it makes me look at that and think, that could be that part, right? So, Gemini, what have they got coming up, please, for Life Path 4, Scorpio or Aries placement? Place, if I say place, you say 1, 2, 3. Could be a fish swinging on a tree, even though they don't. Let's see. Gemini, what's coming up for Gemini for June? Hey, June. So there you go. There's the Libra energy. Separation, divorce, new person or old. Do you want to continue on the same way that you was before? Do you want to forget it and drop it and just move on single? Or do you actually want to work on it? But this is Michael Connett. But this is also like a cycle that's either trying to replay itself out and work on the energy. Someone that wants to go forward and say, look, you know, I can't keep pulling you out of this shit all the time, blah, blah, blah. I'm going forward, I'm going my way. Are you following me or not? Okay. Do you want to come with me or do you want to go with them? Now, that might be Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, but it can also be children. Do you want to go with your mother or do you want to go with your father? Are you going to see your mother today or your father? What are you doing? Do you want to go out today or do you not want to go out? Do you want me to take you out or do you want me to leave you there? What do you want me to do? Do you fancy going out for a walk? Do you fancy going out for a drive? Do you want to go and do a moonlight drive like Jim Morrison? Let's swim to the moon, oh, let's climb through the tide, penetrate the evening that the city sleeps to Heidi. Let's swim out tonight, love, it's our turn to try. Park beside the ocean on a moonlight drive. Ocean's 11. Could be someone stealing your money from your bank account or your banker or your accountant. That came up in the other readings. Watch it where Libra was in reverse. Okay, you might hear from your accountant or something like that. But this might be where you're deciding to go to the ocean. Let's go like to where the seaside is. Okay. Let's travel out to the water. Let's see. So Gemini for June. King of Wands. Let's make love in the winter time. Winter time winds blow cold this season. Falling in love, I'm hoping to be. Wind is so cold, is that the reason? Leaving you warm with hands touching me. Wintertime winds. I'm also hearing that place down to Honky Pong. I don't know. Wind of change. Down to Honky Pong. Listening to the wind of change. Let's see. Gemini for June. Oh dear, here comes the abandonment. Here comes the blocking and the abandonment energy. Okay, you're going to walk out on me and you're going to leave me again. Jen, Julian, Jason, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. I know you are. You're going to walk out. You're going to leave me. It's going to happen again. I know it is. Best thing for me to do is think about it. And then I can think about it and think about it. And then sabotage the energy and wonder why you're blocking me out. Okay, because it could be in the family. It could be someone that has mood swings. This is mood swings. 5, Sagittarius, Taurus, or Life Path 5. Okay, doesn't have to be them, but they can have it in their chart. If you're dealing with someone that has a lot of mood swings, this is the guys more than likely getting absolutely fucking sick to death of the mood swings. Now, trust me, if someone is an instigator and a poker and a prodder that starts arguing with someone, the other person sees you in exactly the same way. Why? Because you have an opposition in your chart. In your chart, what you do as an action compared to a reaction of anger and aggression makes the other person react. How does the other person see you? Moody. Blocking yourself out. Not speaking to them. Not talking. Not wanting to put up with the shit. Right? So they see you the same. When someone instigates an argument, they point their finger and they prod. They say things that are really bad. When you do, you block them out and they wonder why. Because why? Oh, because they're moody. They're depressed. They're mentally ill. Because they don't understand. Right? So believe you me, you see each other in the same light. Both of you do. Because your chart is making you both feel the same about one another. And it's simple as that. You know, here. So it's kind of like, I'll forget you. I'll do much better without you in my fucking life anyway. All you do is bitch and you moan and you complain. Okay. Yeah, but you forgot to do this. I don't care. Do it yourself. Why do I need to keep doing your work for you? Why do I need to keep doing everything for you? I find it very difficult to concentrate on my own shit, let alone yours. Oh, well, don't then, you know. So you got Scorpio, life path 4, or maybe Taurus, Aries, okay. But again, like I said, if you are a life path 4, okay, or a Scorpio, and you come up against a person that has life path 5, Sagittarius or Taurus in their chart, you're going to fucking clash like the wind. Clash like the Titans. Swear to God, no shit. If this person even is a life path 4, life path 5, and this person has Scorpio and Aries in their chart, but mainly Scorpio, and this person's a life path 5, you'll clash like the Titans. If this person has Sag and Taurus in their chart, okay, and they're conditioned to believe that things are supposed to go their own way, and when they don't, they get to a 5 energy, which means what? Sagittarian. So then they'll use their temper and their mood to have a go at Scorpio, which is the opposite to life path 5 Scorpio, or life path 5 Taurus or Sag. It's also relating to numerology of your life path. If you're a life path 5, you come up as Taurus and Sagittarian, all in one element, because it's your life path expectancy and number. You act accordingly to your life path. That's what you do. Okay, so you could have a hell of a lot of sabotage issues. You could have mood swings. You could be indicative to believing that things are supposed to go my way and other people are supposed to fit in with that. And when they don't, I'll have a go at them and have a mood swing and have a go and expect someone's just going to put up with it. Okay. Clash. Doesn't even matter if you know or don't know this person. If it's prominent within one's chart, this is why this goes on with the internet with me. Because the person has these in their chart. No, never will be seen the same. Because it's difference of opinion. I teach one way, you teach the other. I think one way, I think the other. You believe in this, I believe in the opposite. Opposites do not attract. They attract and retract and attract and retract. And just attract myself back, retract myself away, pull me in, push me out. I feel sick. Okay. My opposition within astrology. But it also, what you may or may not know, also represents numerology. Okay, numerology. Okay, life path 7. Okay, but it doesn't have another like card that represents a star sign. Okay, it's just a 7. Okay, but when you get like a 6, there's Gemini Capricorn, so they're both 6s, right? So the way I do it and the way I see it here is the fact that you've got an opposition of either a life path 5, Sag Taurus, Scorpio and Aries. If there's one person that you don't get on with, right, as Sagittarius and Taurus in their chart, and they're a life path 4, as well as being Sag and Taurus, it's like having a rising Taurus, but having a life path 4. Fucking hell. Sorry, whoever you are, but I would not get on with you. It doesn't matter, not for long. Sorry, but it would not, right, here. So look at it, right? Sagittarius, or life path 5, brings them at Taurus and Sag as one element, okay? But all they are is a life path 5, say, right? Sag Taurus. Wherever I've got Scorpio and maybe Aries is going to clash like the goddamn Titans. If this one person individually is, say, Sagittarius Taurus, rising or Taurus, and then they're going up towards being a life path 4 towards a Scorpio energy to be a Scorpio, but they've got these in their chart, you're going to find it very difficult. Very, 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 very difficult. Because this person would be like slightly feminine, but more masculine. Like you would get confused with their masculine and feminine, with their mood swings and then their femininity and their Jekyll and Hyde energy. 1 minute you're okay, the next minute you're really masculine and flying off at the fucking handle. Okay, and you coach me into being really nice when you're nice, but then all of a sudden you change like the goddamn wind, and before you know it, we're arguing. Okay, because your chart isn't matching there. It's a mismatched energy. Okay. True facts. By living it, experiencing it, and, well, time and time again, right? So let's see. You'll always have a difference of opinion. One will talk and express their feelings and emotions. The other one, it will fall on deaf ears and not want to listen. The other one will get very violent in nature and start having a go at the other one. The Scorpio energy will start to block and not consider the energy because it's violent and temper. But if this person already has that in one energy of their chart that gets very temperamental, very moody, very blamey, okay, and very kind of like, oh my God, everything's bad in my life and blah, blah, blah. And then you get that same person being a 4 as well. God, they're not going to listen. Oh no, no, no. You might as well be Pink Floyd and knock down the wall just to rebuild it. Okay. Let's see. So Gemini, what's going on with Gemini, please? For Gemini. What's going on with Gemini for June? Here. Queen of Wands. Now, I'm not trying to offend anybody here, but I've just, as a person, as my karma, not yours, mine, okay, I've dealt with that time and time again. Never works. Guarantee you don't. Because both energies represent non-change. Because Scorpio's fixed, Taurus is fixed. They will not change for one another. For love nor money, they can't. They're fixed. A fixed sign cannot change. It can't. Because it's fixed, the same. Mutable energy can change their mind. They can morph into different energies. They can be okay and then not okay. But fixed energies will not change, and they cannot do it. They can't. Right? Astrology, mythologically, or fucking anything. Let's see, Gemini. What's coming up for Gemini for June? So this could be someone's mother, you see. That to me is actually a Sagittarian, but Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Again, it goes down to numerology as well. But yeah, a child, a mother, someone's mum, and then a child here. Okay, again, the same energy that came up through the last reading. Talking, but it ended up where it's really bad towards the end of the month here. In the Leo reading. Let's see. Gemini, what's going on with Gemini, please? Gemini for June. So you get the King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. There's a lot of stress, and there's 2 men here and 1 woman. So there could be a, coming from the other readings, astrology or numerology wise, doing better now without your ass. Can't be doing with all of this shit. Seduction maybe of another person now, coming in to maybe try and coach this person away from the energy. Maybe, don't know. Like I said, soulmates are designated to come into your life to pull you out of something that you may fail to recognize, to get out of oneself. That's why we have soulmates enter, to pull away from negativity, to help change the circumstance, okay? Whether you like it or not, whether you're on your own or whether it happens to you or not, okay? Like, meaning that you're the individual and the other person goes off and cheats. If you believe in tarot and you believe in spirituality and you believe in soulmates and twin flames and twat flames, that's why that happens. Whether you're the victim of that or whether you're the one that does that, it happens for that reason. Because there are certain things that you and the other person may be failing to see, and because you can't and recognize it, spirit intervenes. That's the Tower energy that comes in as well, right? Because it'll cause a huge argument, like to the point where it gets that bad that you just can't stay. You know, that's also a Tower moment when everybody just literally fucking puts the pressure and the karmic shit on someone, and you're an actual shit sponge, Gemini, right? And it just comes at you till you like flip your lid, right? That's a Tower, right? That's like, right, done, finished, I'm putching. I am done, right, here. So we are going to get on with the rest of your reading over on Patreon, because then I can actually do more cards here and here and then clarify everything and seeing if they're turning up with those. But it's only $2 or $3 because it is also the bronze tier now. So it's $2 or $3 to get access to all 12 star signs for the month. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, and your partner, and then also numerology if you're following me in that, to see if they correspond with the same messages that are coming through the other ones if you're following me in numerology. Okay? And then you can pretty much think, oh my God, this numerology bollocks works, right? Or you could be in denial and not listen to it. But again, the link is provided below. If you choose the silver tier, that's where you get all of the back catalogues of weeklies and all the future ones to come. And then you also get the teaching stuff if you go to the gold tier, where there's 75 videos that are all teaching. Okay, so depending on what tier you want, what level you want, they go up in price. But if you just want the cheapest one, gold, the bronze tier is where all the monthlies will be. Okay, you can find that link below if you're not a member to join. If you are a member, then just follow your app. Okay, all right, guys, thanks very much. Really appreciate it. See you soon.